I think it's April 12th, 2021. Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner, Sunday. Still on. There's police around, but doesn't look like much is going on as regards arrests. Got a king.
Reading it once, I started to grasp some of the points in the Bible, and I made a prediction after reading the Bible. I thought it was so simple. On 9/11, when I was 17 and a half years old, I made a prediction, 18 and a half years old, that the Twin Towers would come down on 9/11 using the mathematics in the Bible. It had just been finished, and I came here and I showed people how I did it from the Bible. So that book, which at first you look at it, it's like you have a well in the ground, and people throw things in a well, a pram, and when you put your bucket down, it won't go down, and you can't get any water out of it. And the Bible is like that. It's like a blocked well. What good is a blocked well? Take the rubbish out, lower your water, and bring out the water. So the Bible's like that. You've got to clear away misconceptions.
That field over there is where Mark got arrested last time.
Make it Muslim everywhere. Some stupid person told me. Why Muslims kill each other? We are run by psychopaths, right? And there's no way around it. So stop creating more fodder for these people. If you're a Muslim,
That's the guy. That's the guy. I think that he does the bullhorn for other issues, but he basically tells you to wank instead of reproduce. Oh, hello. What's your name and what's your channel? I see you all the time.
Willsey, Resistance GB.
What is it?
Resistance GB.
Resistance
GB.
GB. Oh, I think that I've seen it. That's you, so. Okay, I saw a woman gave me the same name.
Oh, right, yeah.
So what's your first name?
Willsey.
Okay.
I've already got one. I got one last week.
And there's Heiku or whatever. Well, there's some activity here.
And stick it up your nostril. Twist it around, stick it in a little packet, and send it to Boris Johnson. He then takes it to a laboratory with his expert in charge, Chris Twitty. Chris Twitty then looks at it, inspects it, puts a couple of chemicals on it because he's a very clever man. He's got that weird head, like an alien, like something out of Star Trek. I'm going to put him in Star Trek once upon a time. And when you've got this little bit of snot, then they can measure how many viral particles are in your snot. When they get these to find these viral particles, what you do is multiply them in what's called CT. The amount of cycles. It multiplies them. PCR test uses a CT to multiply them. Press a button basically. Double the number of particles. Double the number. So each time you multiply it, exponentially. Just like that guy, Neil Ferguson, the king of exponentiality. Everything looks at a number. Say, I speak at Speaker's Corner to you. You go away and say the same thing to someone else. They go and say the same thing to two other people. They say the same thing to two other people. Suddenly the whole world believes what I believe. That's how we're going to get elected.
Right, hooray!
Let London live! 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 Propaganda! Don't listen to propaganda! Lies! how this guy's in charge of YouTube Europe. He happens to have been the head of ITV. YouTube, ITV. I thought
Sorry. No, it's okay.
old media and new media merging into one. All becoming one mechanism to warp your brain. Because they mustn't warp your brain with my videos. 247 stolen. Now I will be doing some sort of protest outside YouTube. Just to tell them, warn them in advance, in case they want to. I'm sure this guy would like being all over London in this poster. I can't remember.
Are you going to video it?
He's Big Brother, I think was his name. I think he changed his name by default to Big Brother. Sorry, you were going to ask questions?
Over a long period of time, the body gets confused as to what is a real threat and what is a potential. So things like autoimmune diseases, like when the body overreacts to something. So for example, to peanut or something like that, the body doesn't know, is it real, is it theoretical, is it real, is it theoretical? And it's constantly on the lookout for this virus. It really
You know what you've
damages
just
the
done,
body.
don't you? Any Facebook post with that on it is now going to have a comment underneath it. Vaccines have been tried and tested. They're safe. They've been used on many people. Do not believe fake news. Link to this website. Boom. Great big sign like that underneath him. He did it. He caused it. Nothing I said did that. You're correct. And for those of you who are interested, there's a rather good book published. This is the preparatory chapter for their latest version. It's called Corona Unmasked, and this is about the vaccine. It's by Sucharit Bhakti and his wife, Katerina Rees. And it's a bestseller in Germany, the last book they brought out. And it exposes in scientific detail. This is one of the leading microbiologists in the world. He explains the science in the language of the ordinary human being. I know we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be confused by cases. How many cases are there today? The fact that a case doesn't tell you anything is irrelevant. Because you multiply it so many times. You find what you seek. Look and ye shall find, they said in the Bible. Seek and ye shall find. And they do. Can you find the virus in this grass that could kill a human being? If you seek it, you will find it. There will be virus in the grass, lurking in the grass in Hyde Park, waiting, spring out from nature, attack man and kill them. And these idiots, joined unfortunately by some pseudo-marks, a guy called Rob Wallace. He's got this theory, you know, this theory is man is encroaching on nature as never before.
Hello, Piers.
And therefore
I love your work.
Wild animals. And these
I
wild
would just like to
animals
ask you a question because many people in the anti-lockdown movement there's a rumour and rumbling going about that you are controlled opposition. What do you have to say to them?
Well, that's insanity.
The problem is this.
I've been arrested 11 times. I've been
SARS!
campaigning all my life for
SARS!
housing and freedoms
2003.
Climate change too.
and climate change,
2003.
against the climate change hoax and nonsense, published scientific things, been banned from various places for standing for the truth. So people who are saying these things are,
Yeah.
well, misled, or else they're deliberately trying to mislead people. Look, we are the campaign that the government fears most, and we are getting massive support locally. Everywhere we go, there's a buzz. That's what they're scared of. So people will spread these stories, of course.
Yeah, so your reputation precedes you.
Well,
For the
exactly.
truth.
Yes. But look, people have come up with this stuff or have talked to me. But I did manage to speak to one of them, and I pointed out that I'm a witness in the inquiry into police infiltration of political groups since
I remember
1968.
it.
And I've got a volume of spy material that thick against me, which they had to hand over as part of the...
Yeah, I don't want to offend you to ask you, but it is a problem in our movement. I'm a friend of Dolores Connell's,
Coronavirus
and she's getting the same accusations. I know
She's just
her
been
well.
victimised and chucked out of the university.
I know her very well.
I support her 100%. I defense of her rights in the university.
And I know her to be an honest person. I feel sad when she's accused of that.
Well, you know, if she's in England or Britain, we'll support her campaign.
Yeah, she's in Ireland. Anyway, thank you for talking to me. Thank you.
Take one of our leaflets.
Oh, sure. Sure.
At least 10 million
I have a
years.
huge collection of leaflets. Thank you.
Words about coronavirus. For at least 10 million years.